Buenas noches, hola, ¿cómo están? Bienvenidos. Gracias por conectarse a la meditación de hoy martes. El día de hoy vamos a ver un video de Shimataji en el que nos va a hablar sobre el principio de Mahalakshmi. Recordemos, y como ya hemos visto, tenemos tres canales de energía. Recuerdan el canal izquierdo, que es el canal del deseo, el canal donde también acumula nuestro pasado. Todas nuestras acciones se vuelven pasado y ahí se van a acumular. Y luego también tenemos, recuerden, el canal derecho, que es el canal del futuro, el canal de la acción. El canal central es el canal donde reside este poder, donde se manifiesta este poder de Mahalakshmi. Y es el que nos da el equilibrio. Si bien es cierto, nosotros podemos estar en algún momento en el canal izquierdo o más con tendencia al canal izquierdo cuando nos podemos sentir un poco perezosos, desanimados, etc. Este poder, este principio de Mahalakshmi nos va a traer al canal central, al equilibrio. Y lo mismo va a ocurrir con el canal derecho. Si comenzamos a hacer nuestras actividades o comenzamos a planificar en hacer cosas, entonces nuestra atención se va a ir hacia el futuro, hacia la acción. Y nos puede traer consecuencias como irritarnos o no poder dormir bien o ansiedades, etc. Entonces, de nuevo, viene el poder del canal central para equilibrarnos, para nutrirnos. Es muy importante. Y Shimata allí en este video, que lo vamos a partir en tres partes, nos va a explicar muy claramente en qué consiste este poder, cómo desarrollarlo, cómo manifestarlo y qué, digamos, síntomas vamos a ver en nuestra personalidad, en nuestro cuerpo físico, de que estamos, de que de este poder Mahalakshmi está trabajando en nosotros. Muy bien, vamos a empezar elevándonos conscientemente, lentamente, tomando conciencia de lo que están haciendo nuestras manos, nuestra energía Kundalini, y de igual manera, al hacer el bandhan, lo hacemos con respeto, con dignidad. 7 bandhans. Ahora voy a compartir una diapositiva. Vamos a poner nuestras manos sobre las piernas. Y vamos a ir llevando nuestra atención gradualmente hacia el interior, hacia nuestro interior. Vamos a ir dejando todas las distracciones, todas las acciones que hemos tenido durante el día. Vamos a ir soltándolas lentamente. Lo que hemos hecho quedó en el pasado y lo dejamos ir. Y lo que tratemos de planificar, solamente lo observamos y también lo dejamos ir. Vamos a ir llevando nuestra atención hacia nuestro centro, hacia nuestro espíritu, al interior. Y a la vez vamos a ir poniendo atención en nuestras manos, en la cima de la cabeza, para ver, comprobar cómo se va manifestando nuestra energía Kundalini a través de vibraciones o brisa fresca. No se apuren, den su tiempo, dejen ir las cosas que no nos permiten estar tranquilos y en paz. Y diríjanse o dirijámonos hacia nuestro centro, hasta nuestro interior. Quizás ya empezamos a sentir cómo nos encontramos, nos podemos dar cuenta cómo nos encontramos sutilmente. Y es ok si hay un canal o un chakra pesado, es normal. Vamos a dejar que nuestra energía kundalini se ocupe de estos bloqueos, pero debemos desear, interiormente debemos pedirle a nuestra madre kundalini, por ejemplo, vamos a llevar la mano derecha dirigida hacia la madre tierra y vamos a pedirle que equilibre y que remueva los desequilibrios de nuestro canal izquierdo. Madre, por favor, remueve todos los desequilibrios de nuestro canal izquierdo. Ese es nuestro verdadero deseo para poder estar equilibrados y en el centro. Todo el pasado, todas las emociones negativas, por favor, disuélvelas, quítalas de mi atención. Comenzamos a sentir una respuesta de la Kundalini, cómo nos lleva más al centro, cómo nuestra atención se desapega de esas emociones del pasado. Podemos observarlo y dejarlo pasar y se manifiesta como brisa. Una vez que ya sentimos mejoría en nuestra mano izquierda, vamos ahora a equilibrar todos juntos nuestro canal derecho. Como ya sabemos, mano derecha sobre la pierna, y la izquierda la levantamos por encima del hombro. Respiramos, tomamos aire profundo, retenemos y exhalamos. A la vez pedimos a nuestra madre que por favor también remueva los desequilibrios y todos los pensamientos, sobre todo volcados hacia el futuro, de nuestro canal derecho. Que el aire refresque nuestro canal derecho, que todo ese calor pueda ser absorbido por el elemento éter. Nosotros no hacemos nada. Permitamos a los elementos, a través de la Kundalini, que equilibre nuestro sistema sutil, que pueda equilibrar nuestro sistema sutil. Pongamos atención a la mano derecha y qué sentimos al centro de la palma, la yema de los dedos. Vamos a bajar la mano izquierda. Y ahora vamos a subir por el canal central. Con la mano derecha, nuestra energía kundalini está a la cima de la cabeza. 3 veces lentamente. desde el hueso sacro a lo largo de nuestro canal central hasta llegar a la fontanela. Subimos por 3 veces. Ahora es más fácil llevar nuestra atención o mantenerla en la fontanela, en la cima de nuestra cabeza, y desapegarnos de estos pensamientos. Ahora podemos decir interiormente: Madre, yo no soy este cuerpo, no soy esta mente. Madre, yo soy el espíritu. Podemos repetirlo interiormente. Si nuestra atención vuelve a involucrarse en los pensamientos, en el cuerpo, nos ayudamos elevando la energía Kundalini por el canal central. Es nuestro deseo, lo estamos expresando para que ella nos lleve al Sahasrara, lleve nuestra atención al Sahasrara. También, si hay pensamientos, solamente digamos: yo perdono, yo perdono. Interiormente decimos: yo perdono. Ahora vamos a abrir con los ojos, pero vamos a mantener el estado de meditación mientras escuchamos qué nos va a decir Shimati sobre el principio de Mahalakshmi.
As you know, the Mahalakshmi principle lies within all of you in the center. And once you are fed up with the falsehood and also with the hypocrisy of people, you start seeking the truth within. That's how a new category of people are born, who are called as seekers, sadhakas. They are very different from others. They don't care for any material gain or any power, position. They want to seek the truth. And this category is the one you are. And that's why you have come to Sahaja Yoga. This comes from your past lives also. For many people, I think it's their past life which has brought the seeking in them. Also the affluence through which you have gone, you got fed up with it and you are seeking the truth. Also there are people like in India where the tradition is to seek the truth from very childhood. You are told that money is not everything, power is not everything, it's all falsehood. You must seek the truth. So you are ingrained with it. These are called as good conditioning, susamskara. Now, if it is the just a fashion sort of a thing, that you get into fashion, that let us seek the truth, because everybody is talking about truth, let us have this as a fashion, because everybody is doing it. Then it can be very dangerous. Such people get lost. I've seen people who were drug addicts who came to us first in England. And I was surprised that they were really seekers and they were not taking drugs because of fashion. They are just taking it because they thought by taking drugs they will get into their Mahalakshmi principle. Very intelligent, educated, very smart, I should say, people became hippies and they started taking drugs. I discovered that their seeking was only that they should find the truth. But they had no idea as to what is the truth is. So this Mahalakshmi principle was born within them, sort of started manifesting, that beyond all this there must be something. This category of people are everywhere in the world. Especially I was surprised in Russia, where there is no talk of God, there is no talk of religion. They are even better than Indians in understanding such. So the conditionings of every country has also hampered the progress of Sahaja Yoga within you and outside. So now first of all, to understand Mahalakshmi principle, we must know that we have two other channels into which we can jump. One is the left, another is the right. And it depends on what sort of a background you had in this life. Because of your background in last life, you have come to the right path. But last life is being covered by this life, the surroundings, the country in which you are born, your friends, parents, the society in which you lived has dominated you in so many ways that the Mahalakshmi principle doesn't express itself in that full power, which should really suck in everything else and put you onto the throne of a Sahaja. So you find people, yesterday there were so many people, for example, very nice people, they were all seekers of many lives who came there. But we do not know how many will come to Sahaja Yoga and how many will settle down in Sahaja Yoga. How many will achieve doubtless awareness. Again, the same problem, that they start getting into the habits formed by the left side or into the ego formed by the right side. Now for a Sahaja to keep his Mahalakshmi principle all right, has to always introspect, not to look at others but to introspect. What am I doing? Am I in the left side or on the right side? Which side am I? What side I am following? Am I in the center? Now, how will you judge? The best is to feel your vibrations. Feel your vibrations. But sometimes you go so far to the left or to the right that you just do not feel vibrations, your Mahalakshmi principle is not working. Then you go on. It's like a complete derailment, I should say, a kind of a slope on which you just go on falling onto that. So all these conditionings we should watch out in ourselves and in others. How we have got these problems that we slip out from the central path. Imagine a train is going on a proper railway track and suddenly it starts moving this way or that way. So where will it end up? Into destruction. But you have a way of arranging that this derailment can be brought back to the middle path. So in a very detached way, if you look at yourself like a witness and see for yourself, not about others. Even when I give lectures, people start saying, oh, mother is saying about somebody else. No, I'm saying about you, yourself. So you watch out that are you in the center or are you going to the left or to the right? First of all, those who are in the center should not have any physical problems, should be able to completely cure themselves. If not others, they should be able to cure themselves. Secondly, a person who is in the center is a very peaceful person. He's never angry. He might put up a show that you are angry, but he doesn't get involved into anger or any emotions whatsoever. He just watches and he can act. He can act to be in that feeling of temper, also lust, greed, anything, but just to act, because sometimes this acting is needed, so he can use it. But you should be sure, first of all, that you are completely detached. So first of all, before acting, you must become a master of acting. And for that, you have to become yourself. If you become yourself, then you are a master and you can see where are you going. Now, the difference between a Sahaja and a Sahaja who is like this, as you say, is this, that he is capable of going to the left or to the right. They are not solidly Sahaja. They go on like this and there is no progress. Imagine any aeroplane which is wobbling like that will be on the ground only. Nobody will be able to put it up in the air, because God knows when will it fall down. So for any machinery, we have to fix it up properly first before we start working it out. So to fix up our Mahalakshmi principle, you have to see that your physical being is alright, is normal, no problem. I'm not meaning the modern ways of looking at health, but that you should feel healthy and happy. You should feel that there's no problem with your physical being. But if you are a complaining type, I'm here paining, I'm paining there, then there's something wrong with you. This is the first criteria, that you are in the center. then your attention should be more towards nature, how the nature is, how it is blossoming, how it is working out. It should be towards the sky, stars, and things, just to enjoy all the creation that is around, just to enjoy it. That's an enjoyment which is really so surprisingly deep. When you see something beautiful, scene or something, you go to a very beautiful place, then a kind of a joy that pours in you from your sahasrara, that also you must experience. Also you must experience your thoughtless awareness. That is, when you look at something beautiful, you should suddenly become thoughtless. Just start seeing it. The whole joy will start pouring on you. The Kundalini has definitely enlightened your Mahalakshmi principle. So you can always make out what my chakras are, how are they catching, where are they catching. Instead of avoiding that, you just work it out. What's the problem? Where is the problem? Once you work it out, then you'll be surprised that as soon as your desire goes inward, the Kundalini itself will gush through and she will cleanse your chakras. As I was telling you, we do not know our powers. Only one thing you have to do is to desire. You have to desire that let my vibrations be alright, let my chakras be cleared out, let me be in the center, in the balance. Just you have to desire. I mean, it's such a simple thing to desire. But that also we cannot do. Our desires are something else, not what we have to be. Just you have to desire that let me be a clean Sahajayogi. Let me be a solid Sahajayogi. There are mediocres who can never be. I'm not talking about them. But so many can be very high up, can be very high up in Sahajayoga. But their desires are not yet being fully manifested. That is a damping effect of so many things I have told you. So, if supposing you have to catch the plane, then you don't get down on the way somewhere and stay out. In the same way, when your Kundalini has to rise, you can see everything that's happening, but keep yourself aloof because you have to reach your point, and that is through this Mahalakshmi principle. It's a principle that is so detached. It is the nourishing principle within us, which nourishes our centers, which nourishes our characters, which nourishes our religion. That is Vishwanirmala Dharma. It nourishes everything. It nourishes our brain, our intellect, everything it nourishes. This Mahalakshmi principle, above all, it is the balancing. It balances. If you are overdoing something, then it gives you a kind of a push. If you are not doing anything, again, it works in such a manner that it balances you. So, this is the guiding factor for you, this Mahalakshmi principle, which works out. Everything you can say that is balancing, the equilibrium, and the wisdom. As the light of Mahalakshmi principle starts, the wisdom dawns upon you. But the greatest of all is the love. Love for God, love for truth. And you thrive on that love.
Antes de ver la tercera parte, vamos a llevar nuevamente nuestra atención hacia nuestro canal central. Vamos a decir estas afirmaciones con la atención en nuestro interior. Madre, por favor, permite que mis vibraciones estén bien. Permite que mis chakras sean limpiados. Permíteme estar en el centro, en equilibrio. Madre, por favor, permíteme ser un SahajaYogi limpio. Permíteme ser un SahajaYogi sólido. Permite que nuestro principio de Mahalakshmi nos equilibre en nuestro ascenso. Continuamos viendo la última parte del video.
I would say there's a simple one that you can do is just to be on my Kundalini. If you can, just try to be in my Kundalini, on my Kundalini. Just put attention. You can, all of you can. Any problem, just put your attention onto my Kundalini and you will be alright. You'll just become thoughtless. Because there's no thought. This is the best way to do it, is to just solve all problems by putting attention on my Kundalini. And by that, your ego will definitely dissolve. Because then you will know that Mother is doing everything, I am doing nothing, so why should I be proud of it? Also the conditionings will dissolve. Because my Kundalini is absolutely pure. It's not attached to anyone. It's not even attached to Sahaja Yoga. It's not attached to anyone. The job it has got to do is to nourish everything. If it can nourish, well and good. If it does not nourish, well and good. It depends on what do you want. You want to be nourished, all right, so the Kundalini is there, the Mahalakshmi principle is there, it will nourish you. But if you don't want, nobody is going to force you in any way. Nobody is going to jump on you or form some sort of a formidable operation. Nothing of the kind. It's just like a river Ganges, you can see, which is flowing. Now, if you want, you can fill up your pitchers. If you don't want, she's not going to enter into your pitchers. She's not going to come in your house and get into your pitchers. So there has to be a desire to get it. And that is what is called is bhakti. Bhakti is the desire, the devotion to get the joy of bhakti. It's such a beautiful thing. I wish I could do the bhakti to someone, but I can't do. Because I see you, when you are in bhakti, you just get lost into it. So much you enjoy. Such an enjoyable thing. Then you don't think, you just enjoy the bhakti. And that's what is the most coveted, highest state, where you are just one with the divine and just swimming in the ocean of joy. So this Mahalakshmi principle is to be preserved and has to be always watched and looked into. And the blessings of Mahalakshmi are so many that I tell you, I cannot even tell them in one lecture. I'll have to give at least 10 lectures. But you yourself know what are the blessings of this Mahalakshmi principle is. The greatest is the complete self-contentedness. Absolutely self-content. You don't want to grab something, you don't want to run after something. It's just self-content. You don't want any publicity, you don't want any comfort, nothing. You are comfortable in your spirit. This is the greatest blessing of this Mahalakshmi principle. And if that is so, then why not we look after our Mahalakshmi principle and forget about the rest. Last of all, when it enters into your brain, then the Virata is manifesting and you become collective. Absolutely collective. Such a beautiful thing is to be collective. There was a girl who went to Sicily and she was in a restaurant eating something alone, and then she looked at somebody else and that girl also looked at her, and this one got up and came to her and she said, they were not bearing badges. They said, have you been to Sri Mataji? Yes. Have you been? Yes. We are Sahajogis? Yes. And then they just embraced each other with such joy. In a far-fetched place somewhere in Sicily, in some restaurant, imagine. They just got lost. The feeling of oneness, the brotherhood, the friendship is so great and so joyous. You don't then consider from what country you are, from where do you come, what is the color of your skin, or what is the religion you had followed, what your parents are. You just enjoy meeting people. This friendship, this joy comes from the same Mahalakshmi principle when she enlightens your Sahasrara. In the Sahasrara you get this feeling of the whole. And the feeling of the whole is something so great. Individualism people talk, but it is against the principle of whole. Who do not know the whole, you see, talk of individualism. This individualism, which has worked all kinds of dangers for us now, we have to know that we are one with the whole. Of course we are individuals in the sense that we have different faces, different clothes, different living, different relationships, but we belong to the whole. And this Virata's feeling that we are part and parcel of the whole, gives you complete peace and complete protection. You never feel that something can happen to you. Never feel. Some accident will take place, all right, will take place, but nothing will happen to me. I am a surgeon. So many people have gained like this by allowing themselves to be completely looked after by this Mahalakshmi principle. Just surrender to the Mahalakshmi principle means that you give up your ego and you give up your conditionings. You give up both the things. Just surrendering to your Mahalakshmi principle. That's why Mahalakshmi is so important. May God bless you all.
Vamos a meditar en el principio de Mahalakshmi. Vamos a decir la afirmación: Madre, por favor, concédenos el gozo del espíritu, la paz y protección de nuestro espíritu. Llevando la mano derecha, presionamos y masajeamos la fontanela. Inclinamos la cabeza hacia adelante un poco. Pedimos, Madre, por favor, danos la conexión con el todo. Giramos la mano, masajeando en sentido horario. Madre, por favor, concédenos la unión con el todo. Bajamos la mano, nuestra atención la dejamos en la cima de la cabeza. Ahora comprobemos cómo nos sentimos interiormente, cómo se encuentra nuestra mente, nuestro cuerpo, tan integrados y en silencio. Nos sentimos en paz, tranquilos, pero conscientes, totalmente conscientes, sin pensamientos. Pedimos desde el fondo de nuestro corazón que nuestro deseo puro se pueda manifestar como devoción, como bhakti, para poder tener el regalo del gozo y la satisfacción interior. Que podamos aprender a poner la atención en la kundalini de nuestra madre para poder beneficiarnos de tremendo poder para nuestro beneficio y para nuestro ascenso. Entonces, para terminar, nos vamos a elevar nuevamente la energía kundalini, la atamos en la cima de la cabeza y nos hacemos los bandhas. Bueno, de esta manera terminamos la sesión de hoy. Espero que hayan disfrutado, que nos hayamos conectado de manera colectiva, habernos sentido mucho mejor y que hayamos podido absorber las enseñanzas de Shimataya sobre este canal central, sobre el principio Mahalakshmi. Si no tienen ningún comentario o pregunta, están abiertos sus micrófonos, en cualquier momento los pueden activar o dejar su comentario en el chat. El día de mañana vamos a permitir, a ver, Isabel, por favor, ¿nos puedes recordar el día de mañana, miércoles, sobre ahí está, adelante?
Gracias, buenas noches. Gracias, Miguel. Y sí, primero la invitación en la mañana, la meditación a las 6 de la mañana, como de costumbre, de lunes a viernes. Y en la noche, a las 8 de la noche, con este mismo link, es la invitación para las personas que ustedes conocen, que están interesados en la práctica de meditación de SahajaYoga. Les vamos en los diferentes chats, les vamos a compartir, aunque es este mismo link, pero para que ustedes lo puedan compartir también con las personas que están interesadas y se las puedan pasar, así como hacemos nosotros la invitación de los programas usuales. Entonces, es eso, qué bueno que de verdad sabemos que son varias las personas que quieren unirse y que sea esta la oportunidad. Esto no quiere decir que no continuemos nosotros con los programas martes, jueves y sábado, sino que es para en estos 5 miércoles de noviembre, es como darles la realización primero y que darles como una introducción, que sepan más o menos de qué se trata SahajaYoga, para luego invitarlos al programa que iniciaremos el 14 de enero. También para nuevos. Entonces, es desearles feliz noche y como les comentaba, mañana les compartiremos por los diferentes chats los links para que puedan entrar más fácil. Gracias, Miguel. Gracias a todos. Feliz noche.
Gracias, Isabel. Muchas gracias también a todos. Que pasen una feliz noche. Entonces nos estamos viendo en la próxima reunión. Hasta luego. Jai Shri Mataji.
Muchas gracias.
Gracias, buenas noches.